Hey, real quick, try to look for a video for a 3-liter Hurricane engine, standard output. This is my wife's Wagoneer. It's a 2024 Wagoneer with the 3.0 liter standard output, twin turbo engine. If you've never done spark plugs, this is not a job for you. If you just want a quick FYI, this is how to do spark plugs on an inline 6 with twin turbo and maybe something you've never seen before. I can definitely show you. This is going into aluminum block, so I mean aluminum head, so you don't want to mess around with doing this on a hot engine. Make sure it's completely cooled. You don't want to mess around if you've never done spark plugs in your life, and so just be aware of that. But direct injection engine, you're looking for 60,000 miles on these plugs. I'll go through what you need. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll cut this video up. So this is everything I use for the job. So again, the replacement motor Mopar 6826 7438 ABs, but they're NGK plugs. These are all the plugs that came out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at 66,000 miles. That's what looks like the top. I had no code or anything like that or hesitation. It just recommended interval. I used a 16, a 13 for the top of the shroud, 10 millimeter for coils, and 8 millimeters are going to be for the crossover tubes, just to get the band clamp. Then I used this as a little pry tool. You don't really need that. Definitely a little screwdriver, T30 bit. That's to disconnect one of the little connectors on one of the extension, flex head, quarter, drive. That's what I use to get in tight spaces. Then my extensions, long, medium, short, all 3/8. My pick, little needle nose if you need it, little mirror, and my trusty magnet to get everything done. That's what I used for this project, and I did it probably in an hour and a half, not knowing what I was doing. I could probably shave a half an hour off of that. Hurricane engine and standard output in a Wagoneer, probably going to be the same as a Ram 1500. Okay, this is your twin turbo Hurricane. You're gonna lift up on all of this, but right back here there is a 13 millimeter just holder. Now just lift up, and there's your engine cover. This is what you're gonna be staring at. So front of the motor, you're going to be looking down from the awl, and you're gonna be looking right down here is a coil, and there's 6 of them going back straight. I'm gonna have to remove this and this air intake or bypass for some sort of cooling, air cooling for the turbos, and then I can access all these. You might need a small pick or electrical connector pick just to take the coils out. If you never take a coil connector off, you tab this up with a pick, the locker, just slightly up. This is in the up position. This is down on the coil, and then pick up under here where my thumb is with the pick. It'll come off this tab. This little strap electrical was on top of coil number 1, and I just used a needle nose, grabbed inside and pulled straight up. Now I can access this 10 millimeter, and I'll pull this coil straight up. I have to remove both of these down pipes, this and this crossover pipe. It has a bang clamp style Jesus clip on one end, and the other end is a 10 millimeter standard clamp. Once we have these two pipes off out of the way, we should be able to very easily get to all the coils in succession. What I did was I removed this 8 millimeter and then took it off of this. It was super tight. And then you can move this without removing the band clamp. Just take this 30 Torx out, and this whole thing will pivot just enough so you can get to your 10 millimeter and your first coil pack that will come straight out. 10 millimeter. Plug, coil, straight up. There's coil number 1. And the plug's down there somewhere in that hole. So we're going there next. That's a 16 millimeter plug. Then I got my magnet down. And here's the old plug. Let me show you what 66,000 miles look like. And a direct injection. Mopar 68265438AB. I got 66,000 miles on this new truck. And this is what we're going to put this back in with. The family hauler 24 Wagoneer 3.0 standard output. This is coil 2, 10 millimeter. This little holder was on top of it. You just got to pull that off so you can have access. This is the clip that you got to pry that clip up, okay? Then get a very small pick and lip right underneath in the center and lip it up, because all you're trying to get by is this tiny little T retainer. Once you put the clip on there, it'll pop right off. Now I can get this 10 millimeter. These don't come out. This is like a stud that holds into this coil. So just get it loose and it'll pop straight up. 4 out. I'm going for 5 and 6. This is just me in the garage in Texas, and it's 100 degrees out, and it's still 10 o'clock at night. I'm going through a heat wave. So, along this entire wiring harness, all these have retentions on the coils. If you don't have one of these, 1/4 inch, 10 millimeter socket, 81, 88 tooth, whatever. This is like $160 through Matco. You can buy one. My brother, I think, bought one through Arbor Freight for something god awful cheap, but they're out there. None of these are all measured in inch pounds. There's nothing online with inch pounds. So I just remember the same torque I take them off on, I'll put them on with, and then it comes off that easy. Holes are embedded, but they're raised. They have raised seals on them, so you really don't have to blow these out or anything like that. 16 millimeter goes in there with the extension, nice and tight. Then I have another stubby 3/8 drive. Nothing complicated, guys. Anybody says this is more complicated than taking a plenum off or a intake off or anything like that, they're lying. I've done those, especially on the 3/6 V block. You got to go on the other side and take the whole intake off and make sure that's all seated about the same time. And I'm learning. If I knew how to do this right off the bat, it'd be done way faster. I could probably cut 30 minutes off this time. If you know what you're doing, this is an hour start to finish. If you're learning like me, it takes 2 hours. All done. Looks good. Fire up. No misfires. Batteries back together. And ready for another 60,000 miles on these plugs.